Okay, so we're in Love Temple in Arambol in Goa, and I'm going to deliver you a nice fast flow to get you invigorated for the day, maybe as a warm-up to something, when your body's feeling nice and comfortable, ready to go for it. So come join me. So coming into the centre of your mat, toe mounds touching, feet in line. Inhale, arms come on up. And breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Trying to keep the heat into your body, really reaching out of your rib cage, focusing your breath into the back of your rib cage, into the sides of your rib cage. Really expand your breath before you start. And relax down, come to the top of your mat. Toe mounds touching, feet in line. Inhale, arms come on up. Into your back bend and swan dive down. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold and step it back with your right leg into your runner's lunge and tick-tock back and forth to open up. Then stepping your left foot back to meet your right in your plank position, lower yourself down, press yourself through into your up dog and lead with your hips into your down dog. Pedal out your feet. Send your sit bones nice and high, press your chest through towards your knees, opening out through your shoulders and sending your sit bones nice and high. Release off through the head, through the neck. Have a look towards the hands and then reaching up through the right leg, step it through to the top of your mat and you're in your runner's lunge on the opposite side. So opening up through your hips, now with your left leg back. And then both hands come down, step your right foot back to meet your left in your plank position, lower yourself down, press yourself through, and then lead with your hips into your down dog. And use all the same teaching points, pressing your chest through towards your knees, relaxing your heels towards the floor. Send your sit bones up nice and high. Release your neck and head. And have a look towards your hands and reaching up through your left leg, step it through to the top of your mat and step your right foot to meet it. Hang out here and just ragdoll side to side, really release through the upper body, keep the lower body nice and silent. And then slowly roll up through each vertebrae all the way to the top and shake it out. So toe mounds touching, feet in line. Inhale, arms come on up into your back bend and swan dive down. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold, step or jump the feet into a plank position. And lower yourself down, press yourself through, and then lead with your hips into your down dog. Have a look towards your hands, really breathe in to your down dog, and then step or jump your feet to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold and unravel. Last one of those. So inhale, arms come on up into your back bend, swan dive down. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold, jump your feet, press through into your up dog, lead with your hips into your down dog. Breathe here, it's your resting pose. Have a look towards your hands, step or jump your feet. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold, unravel. And shake it out. So inhale, arms come on up into your back bend, swan dive down. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Step or jump your feet into your plank position. Lower yourself down, press yourself through. Relax your shoulders back and down, lengthen through. And then lead with your hips into your down dog. From your down dog, take nice deep breaths here in your resting pose. I want to be able to hear you, so nice deep breaths in. And then coming down to your elbows and bring your hands in towards one another so that you're linking up your hands together to make a nice triangle on the mat. And then you're going to walk your feet out into your plank position and walk them back in. So it's a pike to plank, otherwise known as dolphin. So we're really preparing for your headstand here. And walking your feet out. And coming back in. And walking your feet out. And coming back in. Okay, now in your dolphin, we're going to press in and out of the shoulder blades. So really lifting out, pressing through your forearms and releasing down. Release your head to the floor. Coming up, releasing down. Coming up, releasing down. So if I just show you, carry on with that. You're pressing out and releasing down. Pressing out, releasing down. So your shoulder blades are coming round your rib cage. And then finally releasing your head to the mat. If you want to come down to your knees just to prepare for that, you can do. Or you can stay in your dolphin position. Just resting the top of your head on the floor, but all your weight is through your forearms and elbows and wrists. Then whichever position you're in, you're going to come down to your knees and keep your head there. Bring your arms up behind you into rabbit. So really opening through the chest, reaching up through your hands, through your wrists, making them nice and long, opening through your chest. And releasing your arms down. Sitting back onto your heels and reaching forward. Just let the fingertips reach nice and long in your child's pose. And then we're going to come up again. And this time bringing our hands, interlacing our hands again, walking our elbows forward. And just coming down, reaching long through your elbows, coming down towards the mat. Opening up through your triceps. And then releasing through your arms. Walking up to all fours, tucking your toes under, lifting through the hips, into your down dog. Press your chest through towards your knees. Nod and shake the head, releasing through. And have a look towards your hands. Step or jump your feet to the top of your mat. Toe mounds touching, feet in line, inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. And then swan dive back up. And hands to heart center. And through to Samsthiti. So coming to the center of your mat. We're now going to go into a balanced posture. So bringing your feet in towards one another. We're going to go into dancer pose. So taking your weight across towards your left foot, spreading out your toes, rooting yourself down and really engaging through your foot. And lengthen through your body. And then taking your right hand out to the side, and right foot comes in to right hand, reaching up nice and long through the left arm. Reaching and breathing through as you tilt forwards. Tilt, 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 tilt. Pressing back through your foot. Reach, 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 reach. I'll show you from the side. Keep going all the way through. Press back, and tilt, press and tilt, press and tilt. Until you find your comfortable position, and then come out of it exactly the same way that you got into it, and shake it out. So the same on the other side. Root yourself down now through your right foot, lengthen through the crown of your head, and take your left hand out to the side. Receive your left foot in your left hand, reaching up through your right arm. Breathe, inhale, go long, exhale, tilt, tilt, tilt. Try and keep your knee in as much as you can rather than out to the side. Let your gaze go across your middle finger, out in front, press, press, press through the back foot as you tilt forward. Really elongate through your fingertips. And coming out of it exactly the same way that you got into it, and shake it out. Okay, so coming to the top of your mat, toe mounds touching, feet in line. Inhale, arms come on up. Into your back bend, and swan dive down. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold, step or jump your feet into your plank position. Lower yourself down, press yourself through into your up dog, and lead with your hips into your down dog. Pedal out your feet, send your sit bones up nice and high. Into your resting pose, breathe in through the nose, out through the nose. Trying to create the heat in your body. Come down to your knees, and then reaching through with your right hand in between your left hand and your left knee, and bring your left hand to your tailbone, or round to the thigh on the other side. So left hand to right thigh, and have a twist. And really aim to try and get your shoulders through as much as you can, so your shoulders are twisting on your hips. And breathe. And then your left hand comes down, step your right hand back up, and I'm going to show you on the other side. So threading your left hand through, coming down to your left shoulder, right hand comes down to your tailbone, or this time right hand to left thigh, and rotate through. So keep pulling your shoulders through on your hips, and breathe. And then replacing your right hand down, left hand comes up, and we're going to walk out into extended puppy. So walk your hands forward and press your chest down towards the mat, chin reaching for the mat too, so you're really extending through your mid-back. Keep your hips over your knees, try and keep them where they are, and breathe through. And then ready to come out of it, walk your hands back up, tuck your toes under, lead with your hips into your down dog, have a look towards your hand, step or jump into a cross-legged position, and your into your sitting postures. So sitting up nice and tall in the center of your mat, and we're going to go into our sitting circles, so creating nice circles through your body, leaving your hips and your pelvis on the mat, breathing through one way and the other way. Calming down your practice. And back to the center. So, crossing your legs, if you can go into lotus or half lotus, bringing one foot across towards the other hip, getting the arch of the foot into that hip and stacking the other foot underneath that knee. So we're now in a half lotus position. If you feel comfortable to go into full lotus, please do. That's just crossing the other foot on the top of the one that you've already done, but I'm going to teach you half lotus. So starting to go into your sitting circles, one way and the other way. So this is where, if you have blocks at home, you can use them. 2 blocks, one either side. Or if you feel comfortable, we're going to go into a press through our lotus, so uti pluti in Ashtanga terms. So hands to the side and just pressing through to get the lift. If you're in full lotus, you can start to lift through both of your legs. But absolutely fine to just have one leg trailing on the floor and you're slightly arching through your body. So if I show you from side on, try and hover that leg up. So we're now coming back to our central position, uncrossing our legs and bringing the other leg onto the top into the half lotus. So if you're in full lotus, you can uncross and cross the other way, and then going into your sitting circles, one way and then the other. If you can't go into a half lotus, cross legs is absolutely fine. It just means that both legs will trail when you lift. It doesn't stop you from doing it though. Coming back to the center and then placing the pressure through your hands. As you press through, try and press through your rib cage and lift up. Press through, lift up. Press through, lift up. So if you're in full lotus, other leg on top, you're now pressing through and lifting up. So if I show you from the side, and lifting up, and coming back out of it. So if you're, whatever position you're in, we're now going to roll back all the way and come into our shoulder stand with our half lotus, cross legs, or half or full lotus. It doesn't matter what. So we're aiming to do a shoulder stand and perfectly balancing out our knees over our shoulders here. So keep pressing up through your hands and try and get your elbows in towards one another to make a straighter back position, sending your sit bones up nice and high. So if I just show you that with your legs uncrossed, so cross-legged as much as you can, and then sit bones up. It just means you're slightly less balanced, that's all. And then tucking in nice and tight, hugging your knees in towards you. And if you're struggling with this, bringing it back down, hugging your knees in towards you. So you're trying to curl yourself up into a little ball. Keeping your breathing going, and then slowly rolling out of it. And cross legs, remain crossed, and bring your legs down to the floor. So now your knees are out nice and wide, you're pressing them out. Again, if you're in your half lotus, there's nothing to stop you going into this position and just holding on to your feet across your body. Or full lotus, that's fine. And if you're in your full lotus, you can actually reach down and hold on to your big toe with your peace fingers and thumb. Just trying to press your knees out actively, so you're really working the outsides of your glutes. You're feeling it stretching through your inner thighs into your adductors. Breathe. And then releasing your legs, feet come together, drop your knees out to the side in this position, bringing your hands over your head, hands together, and breathe. And this is a really good position if you're struggling for sleep. Then bringing your hands together. You're all going to be doing that one at 2 or 3 in the morning, I'm sure. Resting your hands onto the mat. Bring your knees up towards one another, rolling onto your side into your posture of gratitude. And slowly walking your hands up into a relaxed, cross-legged position on your mat. Relaxing your hands into your lap or onto your knees into a mudra of choice. So that's a hand position. Taking nice deep breaths in through the nose. And now releasing it through the mouth, letting out the heat. And then taking a nice deep breath in for your Om. Bring your hands to your heart center, up to your third eye, and back to your heart center. Namaste. Well done. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you again soon.